Hey guys, this is something new I'm trying. I record a lot of footage while I game, whether or not I stream. I want to compile a day's worth of morning raids. I started out this morning solo, then teamed up with a fellow Discord member so that we can complete some of our quests. There's some voiceovers because NVIDIA software decided to kick my audio out, and let me know what you think about this content. I've been playing Escape from Tarkov for going on 2 years now, 4 patches, 4 wipes, and I really enjoy the game. Okay guys, this is something new we're going to try here. This is a series of clips from a morning raid that I did here right before Christmas, and so I got my bearings and I'm running up here to the scav house just to see what was around. I started hearing some shots to my right, and I'm trying to see if a scav would spawn up there near the black burnt car. As I heard shots to my right, I was like, well, might as well just run towards this rock here. And I heard a couple cracks, and they were shooting at me, and they actually hit me once. Up there goes my belly. Thought they might have pushed me, so thought I could just quickly heal up. As I'm healing, there's no sound, nothing. Pain up so I can keep running. My guy was coughing pretty much, so we just head on over to 14. Usually there's a scav or two over there. And right here, I just heard somebody get up. Didn't know where they were, and they were camping. GG's. Raid 1 done. Epic fail. Hopefully we can do better in the next raid. This next raid, went back in 20-30 minutes later, picked up a buddy to run in there with me from another Discord, and just decided to see what was going on. Right now he was fighting another PMC up here in woods again. I was asking him back and forth. I said, you know, you good? What's going on? He actually popped the guy right in the face. I was just watching our back, just making sure we weren't going to get pinched there. It's happened a few times coming up to this USEC camp. Ended up not being anybody. He was looting the guy and decided just to keep watching on the left. We threw a couple of grenades too as well. At this point, might as well just go through the camp, loot a little bit. Buddy there went through his kill, forget what he had, and then we were going to make our way over to the convoy to get the other part of this quest done. Tetris is the worst part of this game for me. This short trek right across the water here went pretty quick. There was no sounds, there's no shooting, so after we made it over here, we looked at the box, everything looked clean. None of the crates were open. So I was listening for a little bit, and Buddy decided to run up there and touch the back convoy. And of course I decided to go over there and take a look for loot for myself. On the way back we decided we were going to go over to the other corner of the map where Scav House and Outskirts was. At this point we knew there was some shots to our left near the village and the bridge, so like the bridge extract, and we decided just to double time it and try to get out. So what he didn't realize was he looted the SKS and didn't have any ammo, so I decided to take and drop some PS ammo in my backpack for him. So at least if he saw somebody over there at the checkpoint where the burnt car is, usually a couple scabs over there, that he could try to pop them. Kept looking down range to see if there was anybody, but it's pretty uneventful. After he loaded his mag, topped off the gun, he took a couple seconds to look over there. We couldn't see anything, and we decided to go towards extract. So after we made it across the field, Buddy went left, couldn't see anything, and at this point, I thought I heard something. He was up on the rock trying to snipe, and I almost shot him. So hearing a couple shots towards like the warehouses and stuff, so we decided to go check this loot spawn back here. There was just a tape measure that he picked up, and went back towards the road so we could farm some more scabs. Got one right here, so going after him. He's going to check 14. Thought I could one tap this guy, but ended up taking a couple more bullets than I wanted to. Decided while we're here just to jump down ZB14. Ended up being looted. Bag was still open, crate was still open. So we might as well just bounce, not get pinched in this area. So after those crispy one taps did not work, decided to run up and try to take him out. Thought there was two, ended up just being one on the back side of Scav House. The other guy that we apparently thought ran in didn't run in. It was just a guy out back. That was a crispy one tap for you. Search the house just to be sure, and at this point I thought my buddy still was a couple feet behind me, but almost ADS'd and popped him. This guy ended up not having really anything, and that was the end of this raid. Alright, so this raid right here, this was a rough raid. We spawned in over near Big Red. Decided we can just run right in, camp the blue shed here at Hole in the Wall. And after a couple minutes passed by, didn't really hear anything. And out of nowhere, as I'm watching the wall, Buddy's right behind me near the gate, and he's like, I hear walking. So I'm looking up, couldn't find him. Timmy, good night. So we're still sitting here. He's peeking. He had really wrapped around the building, which I did not know. And I thought I heard something, so I just kept looking at the wall. Just as I suspected, there'd be a guy running, and thought I was in single shot, but this guy, he had run into Big Red, and as we thought there was another one, we were getting shot at from somebody behind. They were, as you can see right there, they were sitting underneath the concrete. I started pushing the concrete, see if I could find them, and this was really bad play movement. My buddy's still at the wall all the way to my right, watching the wall. He got hit a couple times, so he's trying to heal. I'm sitting here looking for where this guy was. Had no idea what was going on. Didn't know if the guy ran out this way or if he ran under the train tracks to go to our left side. And as I didn't see him moving, decided, well, I might as well just creep up here. Couldn't see anybody under there. I sat there for a couple seconds. Nobody was down the train. Nobody was under the concrete. And yeah, if I could replay this over again, I probably wouldn't have pushed that guy that was underneath the concrete. He heard shots from the blue shed area, but he didn't know exactly where we were. So at this point, buddy's healing. I'm just trying to sit here and figure out what my next move was going to be. So after a couple seconds, decided, well, let me eat, drink, and out of nowhere, we started getting shot from the back. Ran over, tried to push him. Buddy was already out of ammo. He was behind this piece of concrete right here, and as I tried to push him, yep, that was all she wrote. I didn't know if that was the same guy that was wearing the blueberry to begin with, or it could have been, you know, the guy that was originally in the concrete. RIP. So by this point, this is the moment that everyone's been waiting for. We're checking for the unknown key. Also, we're making sure that there's no scavs around. Been caught off guard here numerous times with scavs. And as we get down, we never saw anybody walk across water. We didn't hear any shots on the other side of the water near Big Red. And I'm just slowly creeping up here, just in case there a scav pops out, somebody starts running across the water. And it's also testing shots from Big Red area, kind of looking like a scav here, just walking. And at this moment, I'm like, buddy, what are you looking at? He's like, I'm laying down. And yeah, the night. I'm like flipping out here. I'm like, oh my god, we just killed a PMC. He's like, oh, there's somebody on the other side of the wall. I'm like, oh no, he's right here. He's right here. And as I look at him, I'm like, yeah, he kind of looked like you. And I forgot that I had the scav backpack on while he had the little blue transit backpack, the little skier backpack. So we're holding the corner here at hole in the wall. He's parallel to the wall, and I'm just using the foliage as some cover. Nobody's got enough strength to jump over that wall yet, so I'm panning left and right. As we don't hear anything, I'm like, well, I might as well go look and see what this guy had. Nobody shoot me from the other side of the water. We're assuming this guy has desynced. And we're like, holy crap, the mother load. Got an M2 rig, got SR25. He had a couple mags on him. He had a spare mag and some M80s. And I was like, okay, man, like, I am just going to swap my stuff here. You got a bigger backpack now, so let's just grab this stuff and get rolling. I feel really bad for the guy. If he desynced, he's just sitting there. I was assuming he was watching the bush, looking for my teammate there to come out. And here I'm playing Tetris, as always. Didn't have anything on his backpack, but at least told my buddy, I said, go ahead and grab the scav backpack, and I dropped it right here for him. And this is when stuff kind of changes. We had some shots on the other side of the wall here in just a couple seconds, and we chose to, at this moment, I was like, yeah, I really think there's somebody back here in this corner. And he was going to chuck a grenade over, and yeah, we're looking at each other in Discord. Then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I see a red laser. And I'm like, what? I checked, the SR25 did not have a laser on it. And I was like, well, let's just get out of here. We didn't know if the laser was coming from Big Red side or if it was coming from like a bad render on the wall. Maybe they were at Crack House. So as we're running across here, he runs in. And as you see, he gets in front of me. I'm still watching this scav that started popping me. And he gets shot twice. And there he's dead to my right. And this is when, like, I don't even know what happened. Had this scav in front of me. So, couldn't get this scav dead for the life of me. Changed his stupid mags. Luckily I had like 5 20-rounders on me or something like that. And I'm just chasing this scav. I'm like, whatever. I need to get 6 scav kills, but he died, and eventually another one spawned up. I was like, well, shit, let me just swap my mags. I had enough. I thought it was empty, so I was like, okay, let me get this SR25 out. And y'all can make fun of me at this point, because I'm like, okay, there he is. Pop, not pop, nope, nope, pop, nope. I was like, fine. I was like, I do not like this optic, so I was like, okay, screw it, done. We're assuming that there is a guy looting my friend on the other side of the wall in construction. So I'm healing up, taking away this bleed. And right about now, I'm starting to hear like there's movement. And I'm like, ah, crap. I don't know if this running was coming from the ice cream shop or convenience store, like some of us call it. But I was just like, well, let me just pack these mags real quick. Running. Oh, scav. The night. So here's the moment of truth. I was like, okay, I know the guy's probably looting my buddy. Even creep walking, the sound on the floor was still obnoxious. So I had already pained up, and I was like, okay, well, let me go. I'm gonna choke a grenade. And as it was coming back down, I looked to my right, and he was sitting there at the wall. I don't know how he didn't shoot me. And give me a good shot, but this right there, I have no idea how I won that. That optic at close range, I think it's the Valde, it's horrible. And luckily I quickly ADS'd out of the optic so I could land the shot. And he was using a really poorly built 8R with the fixed 2.5x red dot. At this point, I hear somebody running up to me. Luckily, I got out of CMS in time, and he had popped through, but in typical fashion, I could not get this thing to land any shots. We both started chucking grenades. I believe I chucked one, he chucked one. And with 12-12, you can't get grenades to go out right, so I threw one, he threw one. I think mine went underneath on the other side of the wall. And he never pushed me. I looked here for a couple seconds and couldn't see anything. So I get done healing, get all bandaged back up, and decided to make a run for it. I didn't know where this guy was. I didn't know if he was still sitting there, if he was trying to wait till I was done. But decided just to heal up, keep my ears open, figure out what's going on, and get the heck out of here. I didn't want to go touch my friend's body on the other side of the wall. I was afraid that there was another one going to be sitting there. Got a couple keys, got some new loot, and this horrible 8R that kept jamming on me a lot. I get over this bush here, and all of a sudden, I hear some footsteps. Not knowing where the footsteps came from, I was like, well, got one grenade left. I'm gonna push the guy back. He was coming right up on me. It could have been the same guy. I don't know. That's how I was like, oh, should I go towards crack house? And I just went to garage. Garage is probably the safest spot for me to go, because I still have a line of sight on the hole in the wall there. Plus, I could hear if people were on the other side of the garage. And yeah, this is just kind of what was going through my head right now. Just trying to figure out what I had, what I could do. After figuring out he wasn't pushing me, wherever the guy went, just decided to make a run for it, go the opposite direction. So as I'm running here, I am getting shot at. I have no idea where it was from. Turns out that our boy Sniper Scav, I'm on top of the towers, was trying to get a line on me. Figured I wasn't going to use the 8R. Gonna try my my luck with this SR-25 again, and 2 shots got him. So I want you to make special notice to the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and you can just see it starts blinking red. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was maybe a laser, but if you look at the top icon for the 8R, it went red. That was the flash indicator saying that the gun was broken. Don't know if it was jammed. Didn't see anything pop up in the bottom corner of the screen. And right now I'm telling my buddy, which is on Discord with me, I'm like, dude, I have no idea what went on with the gun. So I just decided to use SR-25 so I could peek over here on gas and try to get out. Try to make my way towards 11, 12, or even see if gas is open, which apparently it's not. Seems to be the norm with me trying to get out at gas when I'm solo. I'll let this play out here just for a minute, because as I do jump over here, I thought I heard a footstep, but I just decided to just keep pushing through. My guy was kind of overweight for being a level 9. And yep, I did see the footstep. There's a player scav looking for something. Popped him, he was done. And I'm hearing somebody. I'm like, okay, well, they heard that big shot. Apparently the guy had run inside of warehouse. Whether it was an AI scav or whether it was a player scav, I have no way to tell at this point. So I'm just going to sit here and hold this for a second. I was waiting for him to come out. It was just a solo person. So decided to run up, look left, couldn't see him. And as I pull against the wall here, I stopped because I was like, okay, he's running. And it could have been an AI scav. Luckily at this point, I think he just ran away. And 12 was open, so we had a successful exfil. So this next raid, decided to go to customs again and load in with this crappy 8R, just because I didn't want to run anything else at this point, just bringing back gear and from the previous raid. Yeah, we just had to go over to gas. I had picked up the gas station office key, and hell, why not? Let's go in there and see if we can get some loot. At this point, I'm still looking for stuff for the hideout, and we're still trying to get over to the bunkhouse next to warehouse 4. Didn't see anybody out back. We started pushing the front door here in just a moment. So we're hearing plenty of shots over towards the sniper scav tower, all the way to the left, and I heard the door open. I was like, oh crap, here comes a scav. And Crispy one shot right in the head. He had a U-lock on and a VSS. We waited to hear if there was anybody else running up on us, but apparently he was a solo man. Rest in peace, buddy. Sorry. Friends started throwing some grenades in there just to see if somebody else was pushing us. I checked rocks. Rocks was a negative there. Nobody peeked the door, so door was still open. The guy never shut it. The audio was really bad. He opened the door, you could hear the door open, and then you heard one footstep when he came to the threshold to this side of the room. Decided to check the body real quick. Told him he could have whatever he wanted off of him, because I didn't need it, but that's a cricket I brought in for him that he needed for his hideout. At this point I heard some walking, checked the back, and another guy came through the same door frame, opened the door up, started shooting us, and let's say that guy didn't live either. he just pushed the back door. He came up to him. I wish this audio up came through, because this guy was yelling friendly, friendly, friendly non-stop, and oh my gosh, it was the greatest thing in the world. We're laughing our asses off at this point. After a few minutes have gone by, we said, oh, Might as well just creep out here. There's some shots over towards the construction area and like the bus terminals. And I thought I heard some creeping out back, so I was like, well, might as well look and see if Sniper Scout was shooting. I just slowly crept my way over here to peek on the Sniper Scout on top of the silos. Doing this movement also helps get your covert skill up, so I decided to do that as well. So it's interesting because I'm like, well, there's a scav that just spawned right in. It was weird. I moved a couple feet away and he spawned in. So I'm looking at the Sniper Scav. He's looking to the left, like he's looking towards train tracks. He keeps standing up and sitting down. I'm like, okay, well, we're good. But apparently I'm still in his vision. And as I'm sitting here watching this corner, he starts popping off at me. Luckily he didn't hit me. I'll be making this video right now, but we still kept hearing all this shooting to our right towards the scav tower is what I call it. And nobody was coming around. We thought somebody was going to push around, but apparently they didn't. So here we go. Decided to get through the hole in the fence here on our left side since there was no more shooting. And decided to play around with Sniper Scav, which I almost lost my life here again. Because this SA-58 that we got off the guy that came through the back door, yeah, it was junk. So after I popped one shot off at the scav, yeah, he started aggroing on me. 855 is not going as I planned, but after 6 shots, we got a nice little one tap. We saw a scav either spawn or he was just crouched up there in that sniper scav tower. Decided just to push down to see if I could aggro him, but he ended up not moving. Saw him for a second and then he just, I don't know, maybe went out the backside. And right at this point, we did hear a bunch of, like, maybe it was a Keter or MP5 all the way down towards the USEC building. And we decided just to run right here. Nobody was coming out of the green screen room, and decided just to hook a right and run towards the cabin. So there's 2 scavs here. One was shooting me with a shotgun on the ramp coming up. Must have been hitting the gate there. Another one's on the left side right here. I was just hugging the wall so I could go in and knock this guy out. Actually shot him through the barrel, which is pretty interesting. So my buddy's running in. I hear another scav on the other side of that terror group box. He goes to shoot him, which the scav pushed away. Started running through the Connex box right in front of me. And he was down. That was a good couple scavs right there. there's a couple scavs here in Long Warehouse. One was right to the front, and we just decided just to push all the way across. I was trying to go as fast as I could, and as I was running to this box right here, there was a scav that was spawning right outside power, and strafing actually killed him. I had to think about it. I was like, well, is he dead? But he was like, yep, he's dead. So he hit me in my head, which is really weird. I don't think I had on this time. Maybe I did. Got the documents case, and we're ready to move out. So after getting a couple scavs along the way, decided to push through, and as you see all the fire flashing on the right hand side here, we had a PMC push us hard. I'm still watching because I'm getting shot at from a scav down by the UN truck. He did enough firefight to push the PMC away, and I'm still plinking off on this scav that he essentially hunkered down on the other side of that UN truck, and I had to wait till my buddy healed to try to get out. He was losing energy and he was losing hydration significantly fast, and he almost died right here. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I got some water. Just heal yourself up. He was laying actually on a dead body next to us on the other side of this wall. Kind of helped mask him from any of the surroundings. Because that firefight took so much out of my buddy, he was losing energy. Gave him a water bottle. That still was not keeping him alive. Dropped him some meds, and he decided to run back in the gas station just to see if he could possibly get up any more food. Because we were here a couple minutes ago, there was no food that we could see, but really weren't looking for it. So I decided to stay out front to listen, try to see if there was anything in the back of the ambulance, back of that blue van. And as I'm coming over here, I started to hear something. Started getting shot at. Don't even know where. Blew out my leg. Could have been from the window at power. There at Warehouse 4, but this guy wasn't pushing me. It could have been the same guy. Could have been somebody up on train tracks. But for whatever reason, he didn't push me. And I was able to heal up. Yeah, I like broken leg, bleeding. He didn't push me though, which was pretty interesting. So we tagged the car. We had enough rubles throughout this raid that we were able to pay for both of us to exfil. He at this point is coughing. I'm listening, and I heard a shot. Right, I heard a scav start yelling, and out of nowhere, right here in a couple seconds, you're gonna see the flash, and I'm telling him, like, come on, let's go, let's go. And there you go. You see that flash up in that window. An AI scav had just spawned in and shot him right in the head. We were 20 seconds from both surviving with a documents case. And I'm just sitting there holding it. He's like, well, go back and get that U-lock, go back and get that U-lock. And you see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen again, the 8R flashed and was not functioning again. This wipe, this patch 12.12 is just nuts. So we decided to go in again, and let's see if we can actually make it this time. Keep in mind, I did get out my docs case, and we need to go back and help him get his. This is the second or third time we ran this. One of the times we ran it, it did not get any recordings. So I had the spare ratchet. Decided to throw it down for him. I already had 2 of them in my inventory, so I know they're pretty hard to get. Just want to toss that out there for him so he could grab it. And at this point, we're gonna make our way down to hole in the fence here. And I saw the scav up in the tower again, and told him I was gonna aggro it for him, so he could use his SKS to take it out. You saw him there, he just taking his time shooting him. And I just confirmed that he did in fact get him. He was dead. So as you can see, using the APs in the 366 AK is not the most ideal. It seems like patch 12.12 has made the recoil, the gun just jumped completely up. Just checking my surroundings again. There was another scav on the opposite side of the building that we were going to go after. So at this point, mission was complete. We got the docks case, and we decided to head over to exfil. And as we made it over to our UAF roadblock, looted across the way. Finally got my my last set of matches in one of the boxes here in a second. Found my friend's last relay. We did see a guy start to run inside of the bottom of Stronghold, and I suggested we just push past it since he got his docks case out of the white container, and I was just like, you know what, let's just go. Making our way around library here, or crack house as some people call it, and I was like, you know what, I really want to get into this case. So I made my way over there, got my last matches, and then we headed to our UF roadblock. And this is, it almost got bad here again. So as we slow down here, you'll see Scav spawns out of nowhere and starts popping us again. Luckily, he extracted, and I extracted shortly afterwards. Not a bad raid. Not a bad raid. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this content, please hit that like button. If you want to see more compilation videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. You can catch me on all social media platforms, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Crazy Coasty. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.